Hello, this is Tori with Landio. We're presenting you an 800-acre property in Colorado with amazing Rocky Mountain views, power, over 2 miles of road frontage. There's a water well with the center pivot irrigation system, barn/workshop, loafing shed, hay barn, and mobile home. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on new properties. First, let's look at where the property is located. We'll zoom out a little bit. And here to the northwest is the town of Saguache, Colorado, which is just 7.7 miles from the property. Saguache has a population around 500. You can see some of the historic buildings in downtown Saguache. You can find fuel and basic necessities. If we zoom out a little bit further, all this color shaded area that you see is public land. There's over 1 million acres of public land surrounding this property in multiple directions. The green is National Forest land. Over here to the east is the San Isabel National Forest. Over here to the west is the Rio Grande National Forest. The yellow shaded area you see is BLM land. The blue is state land. And this purple shaded area over here is the Great Sand Dunes National Park. The Great Sand Dunes National Park has the tallest sand dunes in all of North America and is set against the backdrop of the beautiful Sangre de Cristo Mountains. Interesting fact, Sangre de Cristo translates to blood of Christ. So essentially from the property you have incredible views of the Blood of Christ mountains. Within the over 1 million acres of public land surrounding the property you'll find abundant wildlife, which includes elk, mule deer, mountain lion, bighorn sheep, and wild turkey. And as the owner of this 800 acres, you get 4 landowner elk tags for hunting on the property. There's also an abundance of streams, rivers, and reservoirs where you can enjoy fishing and outdoor recreational opportunities. The area is also popular for multiple natural hot springs. And over here to the west, you have US Highway 285. From Saguache, it turns to the east and then the northeast, and then to the north, and leads you to the city of Salida. Salida is about 56 miles from the property and has a population around 6,000. It's situated along the Arkansas River and is a popular vacation destination. People also come to this area to enjoy winter sports on Monarch Mountain. If we look to the south, you'll find Alamosa, which is the largest city in the San Luis Valley, having a population around 10,000. That's about 48 miles from the property. In Alamosa, you'll find a hospital, Walmart, multiple grocery stores, lumber and building supplies. There's also a regional airport in Alamosa with direct flights to and from Denver. Other nearby cities include Monte Vista, which is about 33 miles from the property, with a population around 4,200, and Del Norte, which is about 35 miles away, and has a population around 1,500. Monte Vista, Del Norte, and the nearby town of South Fork are all situated along the gold medal waters of the upper Rio Grande River, which is known for world-class trout fishing. Now we'll take a more detailed look at the property. Here we have the 800 acres highlighted in green. This portion right here is 640 acres, and this portion down here is 160 acres. There's approximately 2.25 miles of road frontage, with about 1.25 miles being on County Road 50. There are 2 gated entrances, power lines running along the property in multiple directions, and a center pivot irrigation system on the 160 acre portion. The land is relatively level, ranging in elevation from around 7,610 feet to about 7,630 feet. The 800 acres is equivalent to 1.25 square miles. That is a lot of land. A football field, including the end zones, is roughly 1.32 acres. Therefore, this 800 acres is equivalent to approximately 606 football fields. There are many potential options, including just land banking and storing your money in the ground, using the property recreationally or seasonally, or live there full time. You can build a home, a barn dominium, additional workshops and barns, you can have animals, and you already have that irrigated 160 with the center pivot. You may notice in the satellite images there are 2 other center pivots. The water rights were previously sold for these 2 center pivots, but still remain for this center pivot. The 800 acres with all of its improvements is priced at $1,625 per acre, which works out to $1.3 million. For questions or to purchase this property, please call or text the listing broker Danny Shuford anytime. His number is 720-232-1350. Again, that number is 720-232-1350. You can also head over to our website, landio.com, where you'll find over 100 images of the property in the surrounding area. Once you're on the Images tab, click the full screen icon, then the grid icon to view all these images in a grid format. On the Map tab is the interactive map. You can click the full screen icon to view that map in a new tab, and then scroll down for a detailed description. The property taxes are around $4,397 for the entire 800 acres. There are no other assessments or fees. This property is not part of a homeowners association or property owners association. Continue scrolling down for additional information. Here are the distances to nearby cities and points of interest, along with links where you can find more information about those locations. And here are the GPS coordinates with links where you can open those on a Google map. If you'd like to schedule a tour of the property, please call or text the listing broker, Danny Shuford, anytime. Again, that number is 720-232-1350. If you like this area of Colorado and you're looking for a different type of property, continue scrolling down. You'll find all of the available properties in Colorado, including a 144-acre turnkey farm with 4 water wells, water rights, commercial greenhouse, warehouse, and a 5-bedroom home. And if you have a property that you're looking to sell in Colorado or any other state, click this Sell Property button that will take you to a simple form. You can provide just a few pieces of information about yourself and the property. The form takes about a minute to complete, and once finished, you'll be directed to a place where you can schedule a call with us to discuss your property in the process. On behalf of myself, my family, and the entire team here at Landio, we sincerely appreciate your support and ask that you help us make the dream of land ownership come true for more people by sharing our website, our properties, and our videos with everyone that you know. Thank you, and God bless.
LANDIO.com